All right. Good morning, good afternoon, crypto ambassadors, wherever you are across the world. Let's share the link. My name is Sembacha Chris from Uganda, one of your leaders that you are working with. Today is Monday, and Monday we are always talking about how to set signals. How do you set your signals in your RQ account? In other words, how do you set a given strategy in your RQ account, and how do you apply that saved strategy in a signal that you want to trade? Then you command your robot to go in the market. That's what we are talking about today. So please share the link. We are still very few in number. Share the link. And I feel that Monday trainings are always very important. Today, we are going to talk about the game-changing strategy. Game-changing strategy. Are you tired of floating loss? Do you want to avoid or minimize floating loss? Do you want to avoid or minimize floating loss? It is the strategy that we are going to talk about today, the game changer strategy. The game changer strategy. So I wouldn't advise anyone to miss. Hey, don't miss. Make sure that you don't miss. And make sure that your downlines don't miss also. Hey, you may miss and also your downlines miss. That means you are not building any business. There is no business. A leader, when you are in the training and you don't have people in that you are leading who are in the training, you are doing nothing. Nothing you are doing. That is a disservice to yourself. It is a disservice to yourself and to the people you are leading. And to the people you are leading. So I am expecting leaders to be giving out this link massively, more especially the Monday training link. So we are still very few in number. 39 people is still very few. We are still very few in number. 39. Can you imagine? I guess people now know what to do. That's why they are missing trainings. They know what to do nowadays. That's why people no longer want to come into the trainings. Hey, let us invite. We are still very few in number. So after starting, people now come and ask you questions. Please repeat for me. May have just come. Me, you know what? I have just come, so please repeat for me. Help me. I have just come. I didn't know. How you ask yourself? What were they doing? What were they doing before coming to the training? This should be one of your daily routines. It should be one of your daily routines, knowing that every Monday or all over the week, I'm supposed to be in the training. I want to start when we are 100. I want to start when we are 100. So keep giving out the link. Keep giving out the link. I want to start when we are 100 people. We are still 50. Leaders, keep giving out the link. Let's keep giving out the link. Let's keep giving out the link. Let's give out the link. Let's give out the link. Oh, let's give out the link. 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 Yeah, we are now 60. We are now 60. So I'm very happy that the number is increasing. Very happy the number is increasing. I'm very happy the number is increasing. I want to start when we are 100. I want to start when we are 100 people. Mm. 70 now. Fahad Ratibu, good morning to you, brother. How are you? Let me hope you are okay. Also very fine. I'm also very fine. So you have never missed my trainings. I always see you and other leaders, Leader Vince from Nigeria. You have never missed my trainings. And so many other leaders here that I know. I always see Biba, you have never missed my trainings. I always see you, Leader Saul. Leader Saul, you have never missed my trainings. I always see you. So Frank Nice. Frank Nice. Eh? Sometimes I see you, sometimes I don't see you. I don't know. Where do you hide yourself? Where do you hide yourself, my brother? And so many other leaders. There are some that I know personally. So we are 78. I'm getting started, by the way. I'm getting started. People are just here joking. I'm getting started straight away. Straight away. Straight away, straight away, straight away. All right. So today we are going to talk about the game changer strategy. The game changer strategy, I explained it last Monday, but a few understood the strategy because they came late. And I promised to come back today. I promised to come back today to continue explaining to you the game changer strategy. Last time, I began I began with why are we floating? I began with why are we floating? Because some people, they are new in the business. And this thing of floating worries them so much. Worries them so much. And some who have not even got started into the business, they also get worried a lot that floating has hindered them from starting the business. Of which we say that floating, one, is part of the business. It is part of the what? It is part of the business. Two, floating to a real trader, floating isn't something that should get you worried. Isn't something that you should look at as a challenge in the business. Why? Because if there was no floating loss, if there was no floating loss, we would not be making money in this business. What is floating? Floating is just a decline. It is just a decline of the asset you are trading. It is just a decline in the price of the asset you are trading. That is floating. In the actual sense, if there was no floating loss, in other words, floating loss it is a market going low. If the market was not going low for people to buy and going high for people to sell, we would not be having a business called cryptocurrency trading, because trading is simple: buying low and selling high. Are you getting the point? So if the market was not going low for people to buy and going high for people to sell, we would not be having a business called trading. Now, the strategy I'm going to teach you today, it is something that can help you minimize the level of your floating, if not helping you to avoid floating loss. It is the strategy that I'm going to teach you today. And we called this strategy the game changer strategy. It is called the game changer strategy. Are we together? So, before I start, I want to make an introduction. I want to make an introduction. We have three categories of people. We have three categories of traders. Three categories of what? Of traders, naturally. People with different characters join the trading industry. We have three categories of them. We have those ones that don't have, we have those ones with no fear in the market. People who can risk everything they have in the market. Then we have those that have fear. Say, me, trading is not easy. They have fear. Then we have those ones who are in the middle. They don't have fear. At the same time, they are confident. They are confident. At the same time, they don't have fear. So as we are going to the strategy, as we are going to the strategy, allow me to share my screen. Allow me to share my screen. Those that are on the Zoom call today, those that are on the Zoom call today. Now, Royal Q categorized these three people in different strategy modes, in three different strategy modes. I have told you that we have three categories of traders. we have three categories of traders. We have three categories of traders. We have those that have no fear in the market, those that are not fearful in the market, who can risk everything. And we have those with fear. We have those with fear. If floating loss is your problem, if floating loss is your problem, you know, you have you are emotionally attached with floating loss. That means you have fear. Royal Q thought of you and it gave you a strategy mode where you can be trading in. Then we have those ones who are in the middle. You don't have fear. At the same time, you fear. You are in the middle. You are not deciding. You are fearful. At the same time, you are not fearful in the market. Royal Q categorized. Royal Q categorized all of this into three strategy modes that you can trade in. However, I cannot tell you that this is the best mode for you to trade in because I don't know how you are emotionally attached to the market. I don't know how you are emotionally attached to the market. Now, these are the three strategy modes that Royal Q brought for the traders depending on how you are emotionally attached to the market. We have the one which is called radical. We have the one which is called radical. Now, a person who is radical is a person who is not fearful, is a risk taker in the market. That is a person who is radical. Then we have got conservative. 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 Conservative is a person who is fearful in the market. If you know you are fearful in the market, you are under conservative. You are under conservative. Then we have the steady mode. We have the steady mode. Under this steady mode, this is a person who is undecisive, is not deciding whether you are fearful or is not fearful. This is the steady mode. Now, depending on what I'm going to show you today, or depending on what I'm going to teach you today, choose your risk type. Choose your risk type depending on how you are emotionally attached to the market. Depending on how you are emotionally attached to the market. So we are on the game changer strategy. If you know that you want to minimize or avoid floating loss, this strategy does two. Minimizing, you get it, minimizing and avoiding. It does not control. Hey, because even when you use it and the market goes against you so much and the market dips so much, so I will not be like other people who are telling you they have a strategy that can control. No. I don't control the market. That one at least I understand. I don't control the what? I don't control the market. Okay, so let's go to the strategy. So I want to teach you how to save a strategy. You see, I'm using the strategy that I'm teaching. Are you seeing my floating loss percentage? Are you seeing them? Are you seeing them? Okay, we continue. So I'm teaching people how to save this strategy in your Q application. How do you save this strategy in your Q application? Come here. Open your Q. When you open your Q, come and you click at mine. Click at mine. Then come and you click at my strategy setting. My strategy setting. If you have not saved any strategy within your Q account, you will find the word here, add it now. Add it now. So if you have saved some strategies like me, you click on this plus button here. You come and you click on this plus button here. Plus button there. You click on that plus button there. Then come here on the risk type. Come on the risk type. So under risk type, I have told you choose a risk type depending on how you are emotionally attached on the market. So we have, come and you click here. We have three different strategy modes that you can trade in. We have radical, and I've told you radical is a person who is not fearful in the market. Then we have conservative. Conservative is a person who is fearful. You are conservative. You are fearful in the market. Then we have steady. Steady is a person who is in the middle. Is not fearful, at the same time is fearful. So is there in the middle. Whichever strategy mode you have chosen, you are going to get what we call different margin call drops. You are going to get what we call different margin call drops. Are we together? For example, when you come and you choose steady, before I go to that, what should you consider? What should you consider about this strategy? What should you put in your mind? One, AI should be off. AI margin call should be off. AI margin call should be off. Why are we switching off the AI margin call? Why are we switching off the AI margin call? That's the point. Now, because we are using big call drops percentages, they are big in number, we cannot leave the AI margin call on. Because when you leave the AI margin call on, you are leaving the robot to determine when to buy the margin calls. Therefore, it is going to delay so much. The robot will delay so much to buy the margin calls if you leave the AI margin call on. If you leave the AI margin call on. Therefore, the AI margin call should be off. Should be off. Now, what should you consider? What other things should you put on in your mind with this strategy? 2, first buying amount is either 5 or 10. The first buying amount is either 5 or 10. This is the first buying amount. First buying amount, we are meaning the first money or the initial money you are commanding your robot to go with in the market. We are meaning the initial money or the first money you are commanding your robot to go with in the market. Now, here comes the problem. Here comes the problem. There is someone who came, I remember his name is called Dennis, from TikTok. He came to my inbox telling me that someone advised him, he was having $100, and someone advised him to put all the $100 in a coin as his first buying amount. Now, my question was, if you have $100 as your trading capital and you use it all for your robot to buy using $100, all of it, what if the market goes down? How are you going to be safe when you don't have margin calls? When you don't have margin calls? That was my question. Now, leaders who teach people these things, I don't know. I don't know where do you think, where, how are you thinking to tell a person to use all his capital as first buying amount? I don't know. With this changing market, I don't know how can you advise someone to use all his capital as first buying amount. Yet the market is going to change. Are we together? So we said, what should you consider about this strategy? AI should be off. AI margin call should be off. Then the first buying amount is either $5 or $10, depending on your trading capital that you have. Then we are trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. We are trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. We are trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Are we together? So under this mode, the sub-bin mode real-time settlement, it works for a person with more than 4 margin calls. If you have more than 4 margin calls, you can trade using the sub-bin mode real-time settlement. And what happens under sub-bin mode real-time settlement? What happens? This is what happens. Whenever the robot buys and sells these other calls that are more than 4, it is going to give you profit. Profit is going to be given to you. Profit will be given to you. Profit will be given to you. That means under sub-bin mode real-time settlement, even when you are floating, you can as well make some profit. Hey, I repeat the statement. Under sub-bin mode real-time settlement, even when you are floating, you can still make some profit. Under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. But it has a condition. It works when you have more than 4 margin calls. More than 4 margin calls. Now, I want us to understand the risky type. The risky type. So we said, if you are to trade under radical, let's say you go under radical. When you go under radical and you click on margin configuration here, and you come on this side of the margin call drop. Margin call drop simply means the percentages at which the market will drop. It means the percentages at which the market will drop. Now, if you go under radical, a person who is not fearful in the market, these are the call drops that you are given. These are the call drops that you are given. Now, if you look at these call drops, they are in big numbers. They are in big numbers, meaning that the robot will not buy them easier. It will not buy them quickly because they are in big numbers. And that's the point why you need to switch off the AI margin call. You need to switch off the AI margin call. Now, since the call drops are big in number, therefore, the robot will not buy them easier. And if you leave the AI margin call on, that means you are letting the robot to determine when to buy. You are leaving the robot to determine when to buy. So switch off the AI margin call. Switch off the AI margin call. So when we come here, I want us to calculate these call drop percentages. These call drop percentages. That is, let me go to the calculator. Go to calculator. We go to calculator. I see difference. So this is 3.5 plus 4. 3.5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 again plus 4. Where am I getting this? These are the call drops. Plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Then here plus 5 and plus 6. Plus 5 and plus 6. Plus 5 then plus 6. So when you go under radical, you are given a drop percentage of 30%. You are given a drop percentage of 30%. What does it mean? It means that even when you are trading a coin and the coin drops by 20%, drops by 27%, drops by 30%, drops by 10%, drops by 12%, drops by 15%, you are still safe in the market because you have a big drop percentage. You are having a big drop percentage. Drop means the percentage at which the market will drop, the percentage at which the market will drop. So meaning that if you are trading a coin and the coin dips by 25%, dips by 20%, dips by 19%, dips by 15%, you are still safe in the market and you can still maneuver. Are you getting the point? That is the radical thing. Now, let's go to conservative. Let's go to conservative. If you know you are conservative, I'm showing you the difference. When you come and you click under margin configuration here, you come back to margin call drop. These are the percentages that you are given. These are the percentages that you are given. Now, let us add up. Let us add up the percentages. Let's add up the percentages. This is 4. Then 4 plus 5 plus 5.5 plus 5 plus 5.5. Then plus, I'm adding up here, plus 6 plus 10 plus 15 plus 18 plus 6 plus 10 plus 15 plus 18. So conservative, you are given a drop percentage of 63%. You are given a drop percentage of 63%. Meaning that if you are conservative, you are a person who is fearful in the market. You are a person who is fearful in the market. What does it mean when you trade under conservative? When you trade under conservative, it means that even when a coin drops by 50%, floating loss. Even when a coin drops by 50%, floating loss.
you are still safe in the market. Even when a coin drops by 40%, floating loss, even when it goes down by 30%, by 20%, by 50%, you are still safe in the market because you have a big drop percentage. You have a big drop percentage. That's what it means. So choose your risk type depending on how you are emotionally attached to the market. Someone can say, me, I can go under radical. Me, I want to go under conservative. Now, let's see if you go under steady. If you go under steady, this is conservative. If you decide to go under steady, you decide to go under steady. So when you go under steady risk type, you click on margin configuration. These are the margin call drops that you are given. This is 3 plus 3.5, then plus 4 plus 4.5. We go on. We add up 3.5 plus 4, then plus 4.5, then plus 5.2, plus 5.2, plus 5.2, then plus 8 plus 10 plus 12, plus 8 plus 10, then plus 12. So when you go under steady, you are given a drop of 47%. You are given a drop of 47%, meaning that under steady, if a coin dips by 30%, if it dips by 35%, if it dips by 40%, if it goes down by 20%, by 15%, you are still safe in the market. Why? Because you have a big percentage of 47%. So if you have got the point, type 1 in the chat. Type 1 in the chat if you have got the point. If you have got the point, type 1 in the chat. The risk types. If you have got a point in the risk types, then type a 1 in the chat. So choose your risk type depending on how you are emotionally attached on the market. How are you emotionally attached on the market? Are you fearful? That means you are conservative. Are you not fearful? It means you are radical. Are you in between? You are fearful at the same time you are not. That means you go under steady. You go under steady. So if you have got the point, type 1 in the chat. Then I go to explaining. However, the strategy starts with the people who are using $200 and above as their trading capital. So if you are using $200 and above as your trading capital, the game changer strategy, it is for you. Those that are using $100, those that are using $50, those that are using $80, better go for small and win big strategy. Are we together? So you come here, I said the AI margin call should be off. You switch it off. Then you come on the word remark. Remark, it means you want to rename. You want to give a name to the strategy. You want to give a name to the strategy to differentiate it from other strategies that you have saved in your RoyalQ account. Remark, you come and you click on this word optional. Click on the word optional. Then name the strategy. The strategy is called the game changer. The game changer strategy. It is called the game changer strategy. Now, for the better understanding, you can rename it the game changer strategy $200, because I said the strategy is good for people using $200 and above. If you have $200 and above, the strategy is good for you. Therefore, you can name it the game changer strategy $200, like how I have done it. The game changer strategy $200. Then come here on the first buy-in amount. First buy-in amount. I said it can either be 5 or it can be $10. It can either be 5 or it can be $10. Then come here on this word margin call drop. Margin call limit. Margin call limit refers to the number of times the market will drop. It refers to the number of times the market will drop. That's why we call it margin call limit. For example, when I draw this, so this is the first time the market will go down. This is the second time the market will go down. This is the third time the market will go down. This is the fourth time the market will go down. This is the fifth time the market will go down. So these ones, the steps taken for the market to go down are called the margin call limit. They are called margin call limit or number of margin calls. We call them number of margin calls. Call them the steps the market will go down. For easy understanding, leave it at 7. Leave it at 7. Leave it at 7. Then come here on what we call whole position take profit ratio. We have a saying, smaller take profit taken repeatedly, smaller take profits taken repeatedly are better than large take profit taken for a longer time. Taken at a longer time. So here you come and you put 3.01. 3.01, it is your take profit. It is your take profit percentage. That when the robot buys the coin you are trading and the market rises, the robot will sell the coin at 3%, 3.01%. That is your target profit. It is your target profit. It is your target profit. So you are telling the robot that when the market rises by 3%, I want you to sell. I want you to sell this coin when the market rises by 3%. That's why in some cases, people come in our inbox. You ask a question, you say, I am trading, the coin is going up, but the robot is not selling. What is your take profit percentage? Because you may see when the coin is going up, but when it has risen by only 2%, and you told the robot that I want 3%. That I want 3%. So you should be careful. Now, another thing that I want to clarify here. Profits made trading using the robot. Profits made trading using the robot. They don't depend on your trading capital. They don't depend on the total of your trading capital that you have on Binance. I want to make this clear. Profits made in this business, cryptocurrency trading using a robot called RoyalQ, they don't depend on your capital. They depend on the money invested in the coin you are trading. They depend on the money invested in the coin you are trading. I want to make this clear because I have seen people complaining. Someone comes into your inbox and the person is very tough. The person tells you, I am trading using $1,000, but I've never even made a profit of $20 or $10. Are you getting the point? Now, you may have $1,000 as your total capital on Binance, and you command your robot on $1,000 to use only $200. To use only $200. So profit made, it is going to depend on $200 that went in the market. Profits made are going to depend on $200 that went in the market. As simple as that. Profits made depend on the money invested in the coin, but not your total capital you are using on Binance. Unless if you are using $1,000 and you command your robot to use all your $1,000, that's when you will make profit depending on $1,000. So I don't know if I'm explaining to someone. Then come here on what we call whole position, take a profit callback. Whole position, take a profit callback. Here, put for me 0.1. Put for me 0.1. When you put 0.1 here, what are you commanding your robot to do? What are you commanding your robot to do? You are telling the robot, very simple, you are telling the robot that when the market goes down, goes up by 3.01 and it tries to retrace or to come back down by 0.1, I want you to say, why are you giving your robot this benefit of doubt? Because the market of cryptocurrencies cannot be up forever and it cannot be down forever. Therefore, when it goes up, it has to come down. It has to come down. Then the whole position take a profit call back. It helps the robot to come out from the market. Let me tell you, you are telling the robot that when the market goes up by 0.1, by 3.01, and it tries to come back down by 0.1, please sell. In this case, you are not going to get exactly, you will not get exactly 3.01% as your profit. It is going to be 3.01 minus 0.1. You may end up getting 2.89. 2.89 as your profit. Yet you set 3%. Now here comes a question that so many people ask. So many people ask, those ones that are very vigilant about the performance of the robot, they will ask, why is it that when I was setting, I gave my robot a take a profit of 3%. I gave my robot a take a profit of 3%. But when it sold the coin, it gave me a profit of 2.89. Where the other percentage? Where did the other percentage go? Where did the other percentage go? So it is here on a take a profit callback. It is here on the take a profit callback. However, we know it very well that the robot of Royal Q is capable of giving you more profit than that you have set. I have experienced this so many times, and I believe there are so many people here who have also witnessed this so many times. whereby you set a robot to give you 3% take a profit, to give you 3% take a profit, and the robot ends up giving you 4% or 5%. How does it happen? How does it happen? Very simple. It happens here also on what we call whole position take a profit callback. It happens on whole position take a profit callback. What happens? In case you are trading a coin, and the coin has the ability to give you more than 3% take a profit, the robot will give you more than 3%. How does it happen? This is what happens. You commanded your robot that when the market rises by 3.01% and it comes back down by 0.1, I want you to sell. That's what you commanded your robot to do. But the market continued to go up by 5%. The market continued to go up by 5%. And when it reached 5%, it is when it touched this 0.1. It is when it touched this 0.1. So the robot is going to sell at 5% and it is going to ignore the 3.01. It will ignore the 3.01 and it will end up giving you 5%. Are we together? So this is it. In a layman's language, this is it. You buy a t-shirt at $5. You buy a t-shirt at $5. Then you tell your employee that if someone comes with $10, give out the t-shirt. Give out the t-shirt. Give out the what? The t-shirt. Now, someone comes to your shop with $15. Someone comes to your shop with $15 and he wants to buy the t-shirt. Will your employee say no to $15 because you told them 10? Will your employee say no to $15 because you have told them 10? You bought a t-shirt at $5 and you told the employee that I'm selling it 10, meaning that you are getting a profit of $5. That is your target. You have a target of $5. So you are selling the t-shirt at $10. Then here comes the customer, and the customer is willing to give you 15. Is willing to give you $15. Will your employees say no to $15 because you told them 10? I need the answer. Will the employees say no to $15 because you told them 10? Royal Q is your employee, and if is your employee. So because it's your employee, when there is the ability to make more money in the market, Royal Q will give you more money. That's why I always tell you that the profits we make in this business, the profits are not fixed. They are not fixed. The profits we make, they keep on changing depending on the market conditions. In Royal Q, there is no this word of making fixed money. The profits that we make keep on changing depending on the market conditions. Are we together? So, Royal Q does not limit you on how much profit you are supposed to make on a daily basis, but rather it gives you a chance to maximize profit depending on the market conditions and the capital that you have. Are we together? So this is what happens. This is now what happened. So you come here and you put for me 0.1. Then you come on what we call buy in callback. Buy in callback. Come on, buy in callback. So we are setting the strategy, the game changer strategy, for $200. Come here on buy in callback. Put for me 0.01. 0.001. 0.01. Buy in callback. It is the time taken after the robot buying the first call, then how long will it take to buy the second call? That is the buy in callback. So you make sure you put a lower buy in callback, and here you put for me 0.01. Then you come on this sub position, take a profit callback. Sub position, take a profit callback. Here, put for me 0.01. 0.01. What does sub position take a profit callback mean? Because we are having 7 margin calls. We are having seven margin calls. 7 margin calls. I told you, margin calls refers to the number of times the market is going to drop. Now, we are trading using 7 margin calls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And remember, I told you, what should we consider? What should we put in our mind when we are using the game changer strategy? What should we put in our mind? We said we are trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. We said we are trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. And I said under sub-bin mode real-time settlement, the strategy works very well when you have more than 4 margin calls. And the other thing I said, under sub-bin mode real-time settlement, you are going to make money even when you are floating, even when the market is going down. How does it happen? How does it work? If you are trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement, these first 4 margin calls, the first 4 margin calls, 1, 2, 3, and 4, they are going to be sold all together. They are going to be sold all together at a take profit of 3.01. They are going to be sold all together at a take profit of 3.01. Now, these other 3 margin calls, the 5th call and the 6th call and the 7th call, have a different take profit. They have a different take profit. Where is that take profit? You come and you click on what we call distributed and take a profit allocation in your ROQ account. Distributed and take a profit allocation. When you click there, you come here, you click here. Are you seeing that the 5th call and the 6th call plus the 7th call, they have a different take profit, which is 1.3%. Which is 1.3%. Which is 1.3%. I repeat the statement. The first 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The first 4 margin calls are going to be sold at 3.01%. That means the robot is going to buy at the first call and the second call and the third call plus the 4th call. The robot is going to add them all together After adding them all together, it is going to sell them at a take profit of 3.01. Now, these other coins, the robot will buy at these other calls, the 50th call and the 6th call plus the 7th call, the robot is going to sell them at 1.3%, which is their take profit. Which is their take profit. Now, when you come here and you put 0.01 on sub position take profit callback, if you come there and you put 0.01, what does it mean? You are commanding the robot that when the market goes up by 1.3%, which is the take profit of the 50th call, the 6th call, and the 7th call, you are telling the robot that when the market goes up by 1.3% and it comes back by 0.01, please sell. Please sell. Where does 0.01 come from? 0.01, it is the sub position take profit callback. It is the sub position take a profit callback. That's what we are talking about. It is the sub position take a profit callback. So why are you able to make money under the sub-bin mode real-time settlement? That is the question. Why are you able to make money under the sub-bin mode real-time settlement even when the market is dropping down? Who can give me the answer? Why are you able to make money under sub-bin mode real-time settlement even when the market is dropping down? Let me see who can give me the answer. Let me see the chat here. Who can give me the answer? 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 Why are you able to make profit even when the market is dropping down under the sub-bin mode real-time settlement? Let me see. Let me see. The thing is very simple. Because these other margin calls, apart from the first four, these other margin calls, the 50th call, the 6th call, and the 7th call, they have a less take a profit, or they have a smaller take a profit. Meaning that if the robot has bought the 50th call and the market rises a little bit, and the market rises a little bit, and the market goes a little bit up, the robot is going to sell for you to make profit. And the profit is given to you under the sub-bin mode real-time settlement. So if the robot buys all of these 7 margin calls, if the market buys all these 7 margin calls, understand that the 50th call, the 6th call, and the 7th call are going to be sold independently. They are going to be sold independently at a take profit of 1.3%, which is smaller than 3%. Which is smaller than 3%. So meaning that when you are using the game changer strategy at under the sub-bin mode real-time settlement, you are going to be able to make profit even when the market is going down. Are we together? So come here on strategy period. Strategy period. You change it from cycle. You click on this word cycle and you put it under one shot. You put it under one shot. Then I want us to learn something. If you are having $200, trade one coin. You are going to trade one coin. You will trade one coin. You will trade one coin if you are having $200 using the game changer strategy. Start with $5. Start with five what? $5 as your first buying amount. If you start with $5 as your first buying amount, it means if you start with $5 as your first buy in amount, it means you are remaining with $95 for margin calls. For margin calls, which is your backup. The $95 are for your backup. The $95 are for your backup. Then, how do we calculate our capital? How do we calculate our capital? Come on margin configuration here. Click on margin configuration. Come to this side of multiple buying ratio. Multiple buying ratio. This side here. This side of multiple buying ratio. It is a side that helps us to calculate our capital. It is a side that helps us to calculate our capital in that our capital can fit in this number of times the market will drop. Remember, this is multiple buy. The word is multiple. The word is multiple. Multiple means multiplication. It means multiplication. It means you are multiplying. The robot is multiplying as it buys. That's why it is called multiple buy-in ratio. The robot is multiplying as it buys. But the question is, what does the robot multiply? Then it buys. What does the robot multiply? Then it buys. The robot multiplies the number you have put here. It multiplies the number you have put here times the first buying amount. Then it buys when the market goes down. Then it buys when the market goes down at a given drop percentage. We have what we call margin call drop. Margin call drop, it is a percentage at which the market will drop. Now, we have this side of multiple buy-in ratio. We have the side of multiple buy-in ratio. That means you are commanding the robot that when the market drops by 3.5, I want you to buy 2 times. I want you to buy 2 times. But remember, since this is multiple, this 2 here, it is going to be multiplied by 5. 5, which is your first buying amount. 5, which is your first buying amount. 5, which is your first buy-in amount. If you are understanding what I'm teaching, type a 2 in the chat. Type a 2 in the chat. Type a 2 in the chat. Type a 2 in the chat if you are getting the point. Type a 2 in the chat. Type a 2 in the chat. Type a 2 in the chat if you are understanding what I'm talking about. Put for me a 2 in the chat. Put for me a 2 in the comment section. Put for me a 2 in the chat. Put for me a 2 in the chat. Put for me a chat. Put for me a 2 in the chat. Now, this is very simple. This is very what? Very simple. So, when you come on margin configuration here, and you click on multiple, this is 2 times 5. we all know where 5 is coming from. 5 is our first buy in amount. Meaning that when we start with 5 is our first buy in amount. Here we are commanding the robot to use what we call a double up method. A double up method, whereby the robot doubles the money that it is putting in the market. Which helps the average price to come closer to the current price. The average price to come closer to the current price, so that the coin comes out from the floating loss as soon as possible. So I've told you this strategy minimizes, and it helps you to avoid too much floating loss. Are we together? Why? Because the robot doubles the money that it is putting in the market whenever the market is going down. Therefore, it helps the robot, the average price, to come closer to the current price, so that the coin can come out from the floating loss as soon as possible. By the way, I have not got any report. Do we have people who have traded using this strategy and you have the results? Do we have people? I told the strategy last Monday. Do we have people who have used the strategy already and you have the results? Let me know. Type a 3 if you have the results. Put for me a 3 if you have the results. Put for me a 3 if you have the results. Put for me a 3 if you have the results. I told you I don't want to teach people who are not trying the strategies. Coming here and I teach you the strategy, or coming here and we give you the strategy, we have tried it. We have tried it and it has given us results. Therefore, we come and we give it to you. The game changer strategy. Try it. You will not regret. You will see that there will be a change on your floating loss percentages. You are not going to be floating much. You get it. You are going to minimize the floating loss. At the same time, you can avoid it using this strategy. Are we together? So the game changer strategy. Then, if we calculate, let's calculate. This is 2 times 5. 2 times 5, which is $10. This is 4 times 5, which is $20. This is 8 times 5, which is $40. Now, this is 16. 16, it is 16 times 5, which is $80. Which is $80. Now, this is 10 plus 20, that is 30, plus 40, that is 70, then plus 80, that is 150. $150. So from the first call, second call, and the third call up to the fourth call, we have so far used the $150. We have so far used the $150. But remember, our capital is $200. But from the first call, second call, and the third call plus the fourth call, we have so far used the 150. Then 150 plus 5. Where is 5 coming from? 5 is the first buy in amount. 5 is the first buy in amount. 5 is the initial money we commanded our robot to go with in the market. It is supposed to be added. It is supposed to be added there. You cannot ignore that money because it is part of your capital. The first money you commanded your robot to go with in the market. Therefore, we are having a total of $155. But remember, our capital is $200. What is the remaining balance? The remaining balance is $200 minus 155. So we are remaining with $45. $45 are going to be used for these three. Are going to be used for these three margin calls. Now, how are we going to use the $45? How? By looking for numbers here that can fit in $45. Remember, we said we multiply these numbers times the first buy-in amount. So if our first buy-in amount is 5 and we are remaining with $45 to be used here, what numbers should we use here? Here we can decide to use a 4, and here a 4. Then here we can decide to use a 1. This is 4 times 5, which is 20. Then again 4 times 5, which is again 20. Then here we put a 1, which is 1 times 5, which equals to 5. And this is 20 plus 20, that is 40. Then plus 5, it is 45. Therefore, here, instead of having 32, 64, and 128, we shall put 4 here and 4 here. Then we put here 4 and 4 there, and the 1 here, and the 1 here. This is the margin configuration of $200. You can take a screenshot. I know there are some people who are having difficulties in mathematics. Martingale strategy. Dollar cost averaging method. Are we together? So I know people who are having problems with mathematics. So you can take a screenshot. This is for $200. Here I have calculated $200 with our first buy of $5. With our first buy of $5. So the same thing you can calculate with $500. $500 you can calculate. Trade one coin. Trade one coin. This remains the same. This is the same. You get it? So here on the first buy-in amount, I said it can either be 5 or it can be 10. So if you are having $500, you can decide to use 10 here. You can use 10 as your first buy-in amount. You choose your risk type. Steady, radical, or conservative. Choose any that you want using the game changer strategy. Steady, conservative, or radical. Then come on margin configuration. Calculate your capital. If you start with 10 as your first buy-in amount here, it means it is going to be 2 times 10, which is $20. Then here 4 times 10, which is 40. Then here 8 times 10, which is $80. Then here 16 times 10, which is 160. Are you getting the point? So that is 20 plus 40, that is 60. Then plus 80, plus 80, that is 160. Then plus 160 again. 160 times 2. 160 times 2. That is 320. So 320, it has gone under 4 margin calls. 4 margin calls. It has gone under 4 margin calls. So 320 under 4 margin calls. What is the remaining balance? It is 500 minus 320. What have you remained with? The balance. Let us know. 500 minus 320. We have remained with 180. Now plan for 180. You plan for it. Here, there is 32. This is 32. It is 32 times 10, which is 320. This is much. So you reduce. You can as well put here. You can put here 8. You get it. That is 8 times 10. That is 80. You can also come here and you put 8, which is 80 again. That is 160. Now you remain with 20. And on the seventh call, you can put here a 2, which is 2 times 10. You get 20. So $500. Put here 8. Put here 8 and put here 2. $500. Put 8 here, put 8 here, put here a 2. This is 8 times 10, which is 80. Then 8 times 10 again, which is 80. That is 160. Plus 2 here, which is 2 times 10, and that is 20, which is 120. As easy as that. So come and you save the strategy. Come and you save the strategy. Save the strategy. So let me change the first buying amount to 5. I was using $200 as an example. So if you have got to the points, type a 5 in the chat. Type a 5 in the chat. Hey, I know people, when it comes to calculations, things to do with mathematics, people leave the meeting. People, I'm saying the number is reducing like nothing. When it comes to calculations, people run away like nothing. Murife, don't run. Murife, don't run. Oh, someone is saying thank you for the work. Okay, so you have saved the strategy. You have saved the strategy. That is it. So you can sit down now. You can sit down now, and then you calculate your strategy depending on the capital that you have. Then save the strategy. Are we together? Save the strategy in your phone to make everything easy for you whenever you are given a signal. Now, we have finished to save our strategy. This is the strategy. I have saved it in my RoyalQ account. I have saved it in my RoyalQ account. Now, what is the next step after saving the strategy? What is the next step? Whenever you are given a signal, my brothers and sisters, whenever you are given a signal, this is a signal. These are signals, trading signals. These are trading signals. If you have saved a strategy in your RoyalQ, if you have saved a strategy in your RoyalQ, you don't need everything in this signal. You don't need it. What you need is very simple. It is the name of the coin given to you to set in your RoyalQ application. In this case, what is the name given to us to trade in this coin? In this coin, what is the name of the coin given to us to trade or to set in our ROQ application? What is the name of the coin given to us to set in our ROQ application in this signal? Let me know. You know, people are also finding difficulties to identify a coin in a signal given to trade. Let me know. Let me see in the comment section. Let me see in the comment section. You know, you may get some people here when even they don't know. When even they don't know. Let me see where you Today we don't have the mulifers. People are very attentive. They want money. I see people seriously need money. That's why you are attending the training. You are attending the training today. Today people are very attentive. Okay, let me bring another one and I see. Okay, in this signal, what is the name of the coin given for us to trade? Given to us to trade. In that signal, what is the name of the coin given to us to trade? Let me see. Let me see. People who are following. Let me see. Others, where are you? The Zoom has almost 100 people plus. Others, where are you? You are not deciding. Others, you are not saying anything. You are just very quiet. But let me tell you, participating in the Zoom, it helps you to understand. It is for your own understanding. Say something wrong, then we correct you where you have done a mistake. Other than keeping quiet when you don't know really what is happening. Okay. Okay, dear. People are very attentive. I like that. I love it. You get it? So, in this signal, when you are given a signal and you have saved your strategy in your ROQ account, you don't need everything on this signal. What you need is the name of the coin. This one is not needed. This is not needed. This is not needed. This is not needed. This is not needed here. This is not needed. That is the point. You only need the name of the coin. And what is more important? What is more important? You should look at you people. It is here. It is there. That is the time when the signal was sent in the group. That is the time when the signal was sent in the group. That is the time when the signal was sent in the group. Now, there's something that people don't follow, which is very important. They are telling you, don't trade after 5 minutes. Don't trade after 5 minutes. That means you are not advised to enter this coin or to trade this coin after 5 minutes have gone. After 5 minutes, you are not advised to enter the coin. This is very important, and it is one of the things that is taking people into floating loss. Apart from the market, wrong settings. This is also something that is affecting a lot of people, that is taking them into floating loss, because they have what we call fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. The thing is very clear. Don't trade after 5 minutes. See, how do we know that the signal has taken more than 5 minutes? How do we know that the signal has taken more than 5 minutes? See, how do we know? This is the time. This is the time when the signal was sent in the group. This is the time when the signal was sent in the group. So if you look at the time now, if you look at the time now, look at the time now, look at the time. The signal was sent by 9 minutes past 8. And now, right now, as I'm talking, it is 34 minutes past 11. 34 minutes past 11. That means the signal has even taken more than 5 minutes. More than 5 minutes. Now, some people are very funny. You find the signal when it has taken even 2 hours. You want to enter the coin. After entering the coin, you go strictly in floating loss. Then you come, you start crying. I don't know what happened on me. Whichever coin I am trading, it goes into floating loss. Do you follow? Do you follow what is really happening? Or you are just doing your own things? You are a wiseacre. You are a wiseacre. Wiseacres don't make it in this business. Only those that follow what is being told are the ones that make money in this business, period. Follow what others follow. The formula of making money in this business, it is very simple. Follow what others do, you make the money. That is it. Nothing much. Nothing much. Signals expired already. You want to enter it. So wait for another one. Don't go for a signal that has already expired. Wait for another one. Are we together? So how do you now set this? How do you set this coin here? How do you set it? The coin is called DIA. Open your Q account. Tap. Come here on this search bar. Come on this search bar. Click on all. Click on all. Click on all. Then search for the name of the coin here. Type in the name of the coin. The coin is called DIA. Royal Q will bring it automatically. This is the coin. Click anywhere on the coin. You can click there. Pop. Click on I understand. Click on I understand. Then come and you click on create. Click on create here. Yep. Again click on create. Again click on create. Again click on create. Then come to trade setting. Come to trade setting. When you come to trade setting, come here on choose a strategy setting. Choose a strategy setting. Or you may first come and you click on manual create. Manual create, it means you want to give the robot your own commandments. You are giving the robot your own settings. You manually want to put in your settings. Come here. Then after there, come and you click on choose a strategy setting. When you click on choose a strategy setting, your robot is going to take you on this page. This page is having the strategies that you saved. The page is having the strategies that you saved. So click on the strategy that you want to use. Some people come to my inbox and I tell them, click on the strategy that you saved anywhere. Someone asks me, where can I click? Where? As if they have a problem. I don't know. Click on the strategy where you want. Anywhere you can click here, you can click there, you can click there, here, because all of this is a strategy that you save. So click here, anywhere that you want. When you click there, the settings, these settings are going to come in. The settings will come in. Come here, you will find the word warehouse mode. You will find the word warehouse mode. Click here and change to sub-bin mode real-time settlement. and change to sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. Then come here on first buying amount and you put $5. Put $5. After that, come down and you save. Then you click on confirm. After clicking on confirm, then come and you click on activate. Then you click on create. It is done and dusted. You click on create. So when you click on create, automatically the robot is going to buy at current price. The signal is telling you buy at current price. So the robot will automatically buy at current price when you come here and you click on activate. When you click on activate, so the robot will buy at current price. We have other signals that have what we call preset, that have what we call a preset price. A preset price is a price given to you to put in, is a price you want your robot to start buying the coin. For example, here. For example, here. In this, when you come across this signal, the signal is telling you preset. The signal is telling you preset. Even in this signal, when you have saved your strategy, this one you don't need it, and this you don't need it, plus this you don't need it. What you need is the name of the coin plus the preset. When you come across this kind of signal, what you need, this you don't need it, this you don't need it, this you don't need it. What you need is the preset price and then the name of the coin. Now, how do you put in the preset? The preset is here. If it is a signal of preset, you come here and you click on first preset buy-in price. First preset buy-in price, it means preset. It means preset. It means preset. It is a price you want your robot to start buying this coin. It is a price that you want your robot to start buying this coin. It is not a current price in the market, but it is a preset price that you want to buy. You want your robot to start buying this coin. And a preset price is always lower than the current price. This is where the current price of the coin is. This is the current price of the coin. This is the current price of the coin. When they tell you that buy at current price, those ones who are not, who cannot understand it easier. When they tell you buy at current price, they are telling you buy at this price here. This is the current price. So you can get this current price and you put it under preset. If they tell you buy at current price, you can put this current price under preset. So the robot will buy at this current price. For those ones who have sharp brains, you ate the brain of a fish. You ate this chicken what? Chicken wings, chicken legs. What? In Africa, we believe that when someone eats chicken legs, the person becomes wise. So if you have taken those ones, when they tell you buy at current price, here you don't put anything. You just come after doing your settings, you come and you click on activate. Then you click on create. The robot will automatically buy at current price. It will buy at current price. But when you are given preset, here, for example, the preset price is 0.01619. Come here, put the preset. Click here, put the preset. Put it here, the price, which is 0.01619. 1619. You get it? 1619. You enter the preset. Then you click confirm. After clicking on confirm, then you come and you click on activate. Click on activate and you click on create, meaning that the robot is going to buy at preset price. The robot will buy at this price. The robot will wait for the current price. It will wait for the current price to drop down to your preset so that it will start buying the coin. That is done. It is done and dusted. It is done and dusted. You have understood? Type a 5 in the chat. The game changer strategy. Type a 5 in the chat. Type a 5 in the chat. That is done and dusted. So allow me to end here with our today's training. So teaching a lot. I don't think that people are still getting what I'm teaching about because I've taken long, but I know some have got the point. Go to our YouTube channel. Those ones who are saying I repeat for them, go to our YouTube channel. Go to our YouTube channel and please continue following our trainings. They are broadcasted live on our YouTube channel, meaning that if you have not understood, you can revisit our YouTube channel. You can revisit our YouTube channel. Then you get to learn in your free time. Learning isn't something easy because if you are to learn, at least you have to note down something. You have to note down something. When you note down something, your mind gets to concentrate on what you are learning. One thing which is affecting you, when you come to Zooms like this, whenever we are teaching, you don't come with a book or with a pen to note down something. We are human beings. We forget. We forget. And we are Africans. Africans, we are very lazy. Very lazy. Very lazy. More especially Ugandans. We are very lazy. We take things for granted. We have a lot of things that are challenging us in life. Landlord is demanding you. School fees is on your neck. You have sick people. So who tells you that you are going to understand all of these things? Note down something for future reference. For future reference. In case you have your free time, you can revisit your books. You note down something. When I was in the training, he talked about this, he talked about this, he talked about this. How can I do this? You get it. That's when we got to understand. That's when we got to understand. Some people ask us why we have books. My friend. Some people ask us why we have books. Are we together? These are books. We write down strategies. I remember when I was still learning, when Leader Rupert from Malaysia was teaching, we always, there are those times that we had consistent Zooms every day, every day. So I was noting for 3 years, I have 3 books, 3 books. You get it? 3 books. I'm noting down. Now, you who has just joined the business, you come with your head. Okay. Note down something for your future reference that is going to help you understand even when the teacher is not there. Are we together? So that one is going to help you learn a lot of things. Please, we always forget. Otherwise, thank you very much for being part of the training today. We love you all. Thank you for representing us wherever you are. Thank you for trusting and believing in Royal Q and getting started. Making a decision to get started is not easy. Some people starting has become a problem. Start when you are shaking, start with doubt, start with fear. But what you should never do is not to get started. Otherwise, thank you very much. Have a blessed day.